All right, so we sit again on another simple and snappy topic. Do I really want to do this one? No. Am I doing it? Yes. Why? Because people are asking me. But it's rather unfortunate. I've made this video, or I've done a video on this on my old videos. If you go through the page, you even see it. But then we have to still do it. Yes. And so just as you see on your page or on your screen, you can see a pulpit, and hope you recognize that. Yeah, exactly. That is the Presbyterian pulpit. I think this pulpit, when you go to Methodist, because we are having similar or same format with them, their pulpit is also the same thing. But have you ever bothered to ask the reason why the pulpit is elevated that way? Yes, that is what someone has asked, and I'm going to explain it to you. Now, whenever you enter the church and you see the pulpit elevated like that, the first question that comes to most of us head is, why is ours elevated? Yes, it is elevated because that's the simple meaning. It is elevated because we believe that the word of God is above every other thing in the house of the Lord or in the church. So the person who is going to deliver the message climbs up there, and the person is actually above every other person. So you see, whenever you are sitting down, you'll be watching the person from above, because literally the person is above everyone there. And the pulpit wasn't elevated to elevate the man who is delivering the message, but it's a symbolic sign, or it's a symbolism trying to symbolize that the word of God is above every other thing, every other person in the house of the Lord. I hope we understand. That is not the only thing. Another reason for the elevation of the pulpit is for visibility and audibility. Now, you see, when the minister is using the normal pulpit, you realize that the people at the back, the people at the back benches finds it more difficult to see the preacher. But then when the preacher climbs there, everyone sees him regardless of where you are. So you can see him, the person delivering the message. Then also audibility. You know how audible the person was, and when you can read the lips of the minister. So when the minister is up there delivering the message, you can read the lips, and will enhance your way of listening or hearing the message. Exactly that. Now, just as I said, it has a symbolic meaning, which is it represents the prominence and importance of the Bible as a central focus of worship. So the person up there is actually telling us, or actually means the prominence or the importance of the word of God in the act of worship. You understand? So the word of God has been elevated above every other thing in the church. That is the meaning. But it has a historical context. And I'm going to read it out here. So the Protestant Reformation was a 16th century religious movement that led to the creation of the Protestant branch of Christianity. They believed that the Bible is the supreme source of God's intention, and faith and devotion are more important than good deeds. So these people, I think if you want to learn about the 16th century, the Protestant Reformation, you can visit my old videos I've done when I was talking about the history of how the Presbyterian Church came to Ghana. I explained it over there, so you can visit that for yourself. So these people believe that the word of God is the supreme, is the ultimate goal, the supreme. It's like a supremacy, you understand? That is what we look up to. So we are just symbolizing it by elevating the pulpit as in where the word of God is actually projecting from, so that it will represent the superiority and the supremacy of the word of God in the house of the Lord. It is the center of whatever thing that we do. Whatever thing that we do is centered upon the word of God, and that is exactly why the pulpit was elevated, nothing else. Now, they rejected the Pope as a religious leader, focusing on the personal relationship with God through the Bible. So as at that time, they believed that the leaders of the church as at that time were corrupt. They were corrupted, and they were doing things that were contrary to the word of God. So they rejected them and actually, did whatever thing that they wanted to do centered on the word of God. That is the Protestant Reformation. You can read more about them, or you can visit my old video, just as I said. And literally, that is the meaning of the pulpit being elevated. Nothing else, nothing strange. So whenever you enter the Presbyterian church or the Methodist church and you see our pulpit elevated, it's not for only beautification, though it makes it beautiful. Yeah, it makes it very beautiful and and unique. But then the meaning is that the word of God is the center of everything, is the center of everything that we do, and we focus on the word of God to do whatever thing that we do as Presbyterians. And that it is it's a symbolic meaning for telling people that the word of God is above every other person or any other thing in the church. And that is it. God bless you for joining. Any comment or any question can be asked in the comment section and we will address it. Until we meet again, I'm out.